guys, and welcome to the FeminaXGrazia Virtual Beauty Carnival. I'm Grazia's beauty editor, Henna Desai, and today we have a very special guest who's joined us all the way from Beirut. Let's all say hello to Dior's Pro Team makeup artist, Ralph Lteif. Hi, Ralph.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for joining in and doing this with us. We're so excited to have you on board.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to spend this time with you.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good, actually. We're trying to adapt still. We're there.
Yes. Okay, so obviously, like as we're all aware, we're sitting in different parts of the world, unable to travel, do all of this because of COVID. And I mean, COVID has impacted our lives in so many ways, but do you think it's had a significant impact on our beauty and skincare regimes as well?
Definitely. I mean, looking at the situation from the beginning of 2020, all our lifestyle has changed. I mean, our approach to the daily routine has different. Now we have different lifestyle. We have a different daily routine, and that's if we look at it from the bright side, it's always good to see how we can take advantage of this situation and time that we had at home with the family, and especially to invest in ourselves on all levels. Some people, they like to exercise, others they like to invest in their skin, and definitely it was a chance for women to have more time for herself in the morning, because I believe all women around the world nowadays, they work, they have a very hectic lifestyle. And I mean, how much you used to spend time in the morning to do your skincare and makeup before you go to work?
Hardly. I mean, I could barely get 5 minutes into the routine, but now you're right. Like, there's a lot of time to do that.
Yes, because sometimes you're working from home, so you have plenty of time in the morning to invest in your skincare, to use more products, to layer skincare. And because you're not exposed to external facts and pollution, and this is a really key element nowadays.
Yeah. So what have you I'll take this chance to ask you, what have you been doing to sort of play around with your skincare game?
Honestly, for me personally, I used to travel on a weekly basis, and sometimes being tired from flights and changing the weather and countries and everything, so I used to skip some skincare. But now, since I have really a routine that is more scheduled and I have time in the morning every day, I started investing more in my skin. And I started including more steps in my skincare routine. I take care more about my cleaning process. I also take care about the steps I like now to layer skincare.
Yeah.
Now I use serum and cream. I used to use, for example, just moisturizer on the go. I don't have time just to hydrate my skin, especially after flights, and that's it. Now I like to take care of my eye area more. I do lip balm. Because of the mask all the time, so I like to hydrate my lips. So it's. I think that I'm enjoying taking care of myself personally.
No, I completely agree with that. And especially the eyes and the lips, like you mentioned, lips because of the mask, and eyes, the amount of screen time that we're all exposed to now, I feel like I've developed dark circles which I never had all my life, which suddenly come on.
Honestly, also, like you said, like focusing on the screen, and we do lots of expressions and we focus. So exercising, massaging the eye area, doing some yoga face exercises really helps.
Yeah. So, like you're aware, the larger theme of our entire chat today is talking about trends and upcoming trends for, this year and the next. We picking up from something interesting we were talking about earlier. The bridal season is very big in India, and it's right around the corner, and the festive season. Of course, a lot has changed, and things are now on a smaller scale. But what kind of trends do you think would now suit this season in terms of makeup?
First of all, I just love the Indian celebration, wedding celebration. That's a really nice part of India's culture about weddings. And women in India, they know how to really be beautiful and take care of themselves
Yeah.
for 5 days in a row. But I think now with the change of the social distancing, and like in some countries, you, especially in India, you're allowed of, I think, 100 people gathering together, not more. So events are getting more smaller. So and people, they some of them, they wear masks, and it's part of the fashion now. They do
Yeah.
customized masks. I think the focus is more now on the skin and on the eyes. And women also used to put lipstick to feel more powerful and to speak loud with her red lipstick. Nowadays, it's not about the lips because lips are covered. So
Hidden.
the,
Yeah.
that powerful message should be translated into the eye makeup, using really a strong eye makeup, a structured, graphic, smoky, and contrasting colors. I think to give that message of women power and beauty in the eyes.
Nice. And like, so obviously, speaking of like the eye makeup, so there's also been a spike in the number of searches, online searches for eye makeup as well. Everyone's Googling what eye makeup can I wear. Can you tell me a little bit about the favorite trends? You mentioned graphic liner and something to play with color, but can you take me through one or two looks that you really like to do and how we can try them?
At Dior, now we just launched a month ago our Dior Show iconic mascara over curl. I have it here, I think. That's a beautiful curving and volume mascara. And also we launched our new 5 color eyeshadows, couture
Palette.
5 color
Yes.
palette. In addition to the Dior Show 24 hours stylo eyeliner, and because we know that the focus now it's on the eyes, and also the graphic. When we say graphic way, women now they want more than the winged eyeliner. This is
Yeah.
why we saw lots of trends going and the line crease, and they extend the eyes more because it's their only place or way to express that message of beauty they want to deliver to the people around them.
Yeah.
So we see lots of really smoky eyes, very contrasting deep colors, and also very graphic liners that is taking a step further than the usual winged eyeliner, which
Yeah.
I love.
Okay. Um, so also like so we're wearing so much makeup, we're wearing so much color is what we spoke about right now. And you always emphasized on the importance of having like good skin and focusing on prep. So ideally, what are your tips on prepping the skin right so that you know the rest of your makeup looks good?
I mean, I do believe, and I think also most of the makeup artists believe that good makeup starts with good skin. When you have a good base, your makeup will always look flawless and beautiful, and you shine. And this is why the prep steps are really important. And we see lots of also emphasizing, like, I mean, at Dior here, we really emphasize the fact of mixing skincare and makeup at the same time, just to really take the makeup to a level where it's not only to make you beautiful, but to make you feel beautiful about yourself and about your skin, and to love yourself. And I think it's a key to prepare the skin the best way, especially if you have an event, or like for you in India, you have a very challenging weather, and
Yeah.
also you have very humid weather, and
Yeah.
also you have for the wedding season. I mean, the celebration goes for 5 days. If you really don't, I mean, take care
I
of the
feel like you
base.
love that. I feel like you love the fact that it goes on for 5 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's so beautiful. I mean, you
Yeah.
party for 5 days, you celebrate. It's really nice. It's part of the culture, and I really appreciate it. But the fact that you're putting on heavy makeup for 5 days, and you're celebrating, and you're drinking, and you're partying, so it's really a key to prepare the skin well, clean after the makeup. And again, when you want to start your makeup, hydrate the skin deeply.
Yeah.
I usually like to use cotton pads, normal cotton pads. If you don't have mask, a facial mask, I usually like to use, I always give this tip because I find it really good. I use it backstage when we have fashion show and I see models that they have very dry skin. I put the moisturizer on the cotton pad and I put it for like 5 minutes on the cheeks just to plump and hydrate the cheeks.
So that
Also,
becomes
you can
almost
use
like a face mask, almost.
like a
Yeah.
face mask, any moisturizer that you have, or I advise also people to go for the 1 minute mask because I do believe that they're in a rush or they
Yeah.
just want a very quick but very intense result, very good result. So the 1 minute mask from Capture Total Dream Skin, it gives you that deep hydration, plumpness for the skin, correct all skin flows. So you need to do that preparation, hydrate the skin well, hydrate the eyes, the lips before any makeup. So the result is amazing.
Nice. And speaking of like backstage, obviously you worked a lot backstage. Is there any hack or like tip trick that you've sort of devised, like the one you told us for skin, even for makeup? Would you have something that can, instantly change your entire game altogether?
Look, backstage is a different scenario because like working with Peter, along with Peter Phillips' team backstage, our creative and image director for the makeup, is always you have one look that you apply for all models.
Yeah.
I mean, and you don't customize your makeup because it's a catwalk makeup, and you have to duplicate the makeup, and you can't put any personal tips or input to this, but if we talk about the editorials or if we talk about makeup for women, like customized makeup, I always like to start before the makeup a conversation just to understand the personality a bit of the women, and also to understand her approach to colors. What color does she like, and also where is her comfortable zone? What message she wants to deliver throughout her makeup? And knowing all these details, my role is to transmit this using makeup to give her the chance to express herself and to deliver the message that she wants to show to
To
the
the
world
world.
throughout.
Nice. So, are there, can you take us through some must-haves that you absolutely have in your makeup kit always that can, give you all sorts of, like a very versatile product range that will give you whatever look you want?
Definitely nowadays, I mean, I think it's a key to have, I mean, products that are universal products, and also they go with all occasions and the different lifestyle that we have. So the Dior backstage line is a key line for this type of makeup, and these products are essential and universal. This is why, I mean, this foundation, the Dior Backstage Foundation or the primer, they go for all skin type, all skin color. They are buildable. You can use, I mean, you can retouch your makeup. You can also layer the makeup without having that cakey effect. The colors and the shades, I mean, the bronzers, I mean, the contouring palette and the Dior contour palette, the Backstage contour palette and the Glow face palette, with the 4 shades that you can sculpt, enhance the light. I mean, these are my essential nowadays. And in my makeup kit, I focus really always, I look at having all the Dior Backstage line, because I know that these elements in makeup, they go with all type of skin and color, and I can build from natural to bold and extreme makeup.
Nice. If Okay, so if I had to challenge you to create a runway ready look in literally 5 minutes using only 5 products, what would you use and what would you create?
Runway look, I would definitely use first the foundation, because definitely I'll start moisturizing the skin, and then after I'll use the foundation, because on the catwalk you need that flat, clean skin that catch the light perfectly on the
Yeah.
catwalk. I would give definition to the eyes with the liner, because talking now about also the COVID situation, liner is a key element in makeup to
Some sort of
express
expression.
some sort of expression. I also enhance the brows, because I do believe that brows are the frame for that for the eyes, and they put the eyes in the best shape. So here we're at 4 products and a touch of blush, just to also enhance the emotions on the face, because like blush bring a little bit more of color, and colors express emotions.
That's such a poetic way of applying blush. I feel like that's such a
I like
beautiful
that.
description. Okay, so coming back to trends, so we've spoken about winter, we've spoken about the bridal season. What do you think summer 21 is going to bring for us in terms of makeup?
Uh, I'm not gonna share with you the Dior trends for 2021. I'll
Yeah,
keep
no,
it
okay, this is yours.
surprise. To
Yeah.
talk about my personal how I see the future. I think if we go back to the 90s, after the 80s it was more is less, and it was all about colors and everything. And in the 90s, we had that less is more, and
Yeah.
new was the best trend. The top models were the influencers of this decade, and I think this 10 years, this new decade will be a new 90s, and we're gonna go back to nudes again, I think, because with the COVID situation, people want to take care more of the skin. They like to go to basic, and I think that it's going to be all about nude skin, skincare and makeup hybrids together, mixing skincare and makeup, and that would be a great way also to keep investing in the skin.
So if nudes are in, one very common mistake that a lot of women make is that you use colors that sort of wash you out. They don't complement you, but they wash you out. So what is your tip on really wearing nude shades, but still keeping your skin looking alive and not pale?
When we talk about nude shades, it doesn't mean that beige and brown.
Yeah.
You can always have that pink, nude red, nude brown, nude purple. So nudes are that everything is nude, is a color that has also a skin color in it.
In it. Yeah.
So that will not contrast with the skin tone, which means first of all we need to understand our skin tone and what colors technically suit us with the skin, our undertone skin color, our eye colors, our hair color, and then uh, trying to understand a little bit what colors fit our personality. Because
Yeah.
also, I mean, if you're a very discreet woman, I mean, you definitely can't wear that bold red.
Yeah. You're not going to feel comfortable.
Yeah, so you just also to understand your personality and express your personality in the same using the right colors.
Okay. So this is what's going to be hot next year, but what do you think is one trend that you definitely do not want to see? One trend, makeup trend that you think needs to really just die down now?
I mean, I like to leave this because like beauty is people perceive beauty differently, and
Yeah.
people have different opinion about what is beautiful and what is not. I personally like to stay on the natural side with a twist. I
Okay.
always like my makeup to tell a certain story, a certain message. It can
Yeah.
be very powerful, very bold, but I like to keep that. I like to keep the beauty very natural, and then have that message in my makeup.
Okay.
What I don't like is when women try to express something that it doesn't go well with their personality.
Personalities.
They
Yeah.
try to do a trendy thing without knowing that this thing doesn't fit with their facial structure
Yeah.
or personality.
Okay, cool. So just to wrap things up, I think this was a very interesting session because we got to hear about what's coming next. Plus, more importantly, I think we got to steal a lot of secrets from you. So that's a big win for all our readers as well. But just to wrap things up, I just want to ask you, like, there are tons of girls who are still figuring out how to play with makeup, and there's so much pressure even from social media on a certain way to look, certain not. So we have like a lot of pressure on young girls who are still experimenting with makeup. So just as a last message, do you have anything to say to girls who are still finding their way into this world?
I mean, it's really important to look on internet and to look at the influencers and people that really set the trends and everything. But again, it's these people, they're expressing themselves.
Yeah.
And it's important also to understand that each one of us has a personality and has a space to do his own things. Makeup is a freedom, and color is a freedom. And we look at people to get inspired, but copying and repeating the same thing is not healthy. You have to keep your identity of doing things. You have to understand what suits you, what goes with your personality, with your culture, with your
Yeah.
society,
Yeah.
respecting yourself, your beauty, and also respecting the culture and the society that you live in, keeping the freedom as a key. But again, you can't just look at the internet and copy what people, you're losing your identity, you're losing your input, you're losing what you personally can make using makeup and enhance your natural beauty.
All right. Thank you so much for coming here. I really think that we've learned
Thank
so
you.
much from you. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
Thank you so much.
So that was Ralph on Femina Grazia Virtual Beauty Carnival. I hope you guys learned a lot because I sure did. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you,
Thank
Ralph.
you. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.